Any one of these could be a final.
Big names here: Kolohe Andino, Willian, Cardoso, Ramzi, Boukhiam, and Lucas Silveira. So again, we have potential qualification ramifications. I love saying that. Qualification ramifications on the line. And that's just going to be a continuation of the previous heats. And you see out there, conditions have remained solid. We're going to start it off with Kolohe Andino.
The rascal, there he is. A lot of lump. Big waves. Starts up strong. Oh, right away getting started, unfortunately there. Gets hung up on the lip.
Whoa, looks like a late stand-up for Ramzi Boukhiam, surfer from Morocco. His backhand packs a punch. There he unleashes it, carving it off the top of that wave, straight to the bottom. Into a tricky section, he goes down as well. That inside is treacherous. And Lucas Silveira, he's proved that he has the mettle it takes to get some big results here at Sunset Beach. Former World Junior Champion as well as Man's Triple Crown Rookie of the Year. Lucas Silveira.
I think it is a smart decision to get on a wave right away, as we see there. Ramzi.
We're actually seeing a lot of those late stand-up takeoffs. What's going on with that type of wave takeoff?
It's so hard to position yourself in the lineup, and sometimes as you're paddling up, you realize that the wave has a good face. You have to go. You know that half an hour isn't quite enough to get a wave, so if you get a roll in, you better take it. And this was Lucas Silveira's first wave. Really clean arc there.
Up under me and bowled up, and I couldn't hold on. I got worked. My jersey ripped up over my head. My watch almost came off my arm. But it was fun. Like, I was just stoked to get some waves on there.
Well, it's so fun to watch. Please do not take your foot off the gas pedal. Imai moving on through.
Thanks, Strider. It's so powerful and so smooth. You almost expect turns like this. He did not disappoint on this wave.
Speed, power, flow. Look at him. Just a variation in the two maneuvers as well. Look at where he places those turns and how much water he pushes off. Kolohe's answer back. Not as good.
The pencil dive. We've seen that come into play a few times. And basically that's just how these surfers can project into the water, get out of the way of that white water. Meanwhile, Willian Cardoso out the back with priority. Yet to catch a wave. Actually, one of the further surfers in. What do you think he's doing there positioning-wise? Well, let's look at Kolohe Andino.
Kolohe, unfortunately for him, that wave kind of just runs off.
17:20 to go. Silveira in the lead. Gonna have Kolohe Andino having a look. Nice smooth roll in here. Cranks it off the bottom. Love how he gets really low to the water on his bottom turns. Now he's building up some speed. Looking to unleash. Nice carve, jams the tail. Like he added just power he added to the end of that turn. Silveira gets a turn and then has to whip out, almost gets sucked over at the end of that wave. And I think during the interview, Ramzi may have hit something going, nothing huge. Here's our first look at Willian Cardoso, New Era Championship Tour rookie for 2018. Nice. Fully committed layback. I'd say that was about 98% made. Well, it hangs around and looks like it's going to through tomorrow, what we will see. And Lucas Silveira, live action. Late drop, big section in front of him. Comes around, nice. Hooking snap for Silveira. Just command and control over his board. Love the way this guy surfs.
Then a 15-foot face won't phase you. And here he is once again, our heat leader. Carving it right in the pocket. Look at how much power he's putting into those turns. This was Kolohe's best wave as of yet. Looking down the line. Reading it well. I like the variation, the hand jives that he had in that second turn. Possible. So Ramzi, as he puts his leash on and changes boards, he's going to get a slight update of what's going on because a lot of the information hasn't gotten to them.
Wow, and right here, this is a pretty crazy situation as the board transfer is going down with the Cadia wave. Just smashes them in the channel.
That positive reassurance that everything's cool. You broke your board, but don't worry.
Yeah.
You're good. You're
a calming influence there. Here goes Kolohe and Andino. This heat is turning up. 10 minutes, 59 seconds to go. Kolohe through this inside section. Big hard carve. Comes around straight up into the lip. Nice. Get some air beneath his fins. Kolohe. Looks like he means business. There's Jet, arms up, psyched. 10 minutes, 45 seconds to go. You love to see things starting to come together. Let's take a look at Kolohe. You know, this is going to be a solid score.
Yeah. Sitting in a great part of the reef. Starts up with a beautiful, clean arc. A lot of water pushing. You can see this wave lining up. Beautiful down carve. Pushing, and the variation of maneuvers. Just a beautiful kind of fin drift in the lip line. So we talked about the variation of maneuvers and how important it is to get a good score. Look at that. Driving through that first maneuver, does really well in reading the wave, and here it is. See the fins blow out the back. The caddies are claiming it, and why wouldn't you? Best wave so far for Kolohe Andino.
What an angle. I feel like that could be the best, one of the best waves of this heat.
Down carving, look, the board separates itself. No, Lucas Silveira and Ramzi Boukhiam. William stayed out the back, and it hasn't played in his favor as of yet, but live action.
Kolohe again finds a little insider here. Straight up in the lip. Now he's having some fun. Love that layback snap.
So
in skateboarding or snowboarding, if you put your hand down, you're going to get docked by the judges. Different in surfing?
Yeah.
It's even probably harder to lay back than to just do your standard carve, correct?
Yeah, you have to have your core strength. You have to know how to read the wave really well.
That is not the ride you want to go on. Here we go, Ramzi Boukhiam. This backhand always does damage. Cranks it off the bottom. High line into the lid. The wave running away from him. He pulls the ripcord, jumps off, hoping that he would be able to penetrate the wave face and get behind it. So back-to-back wipeouts. And here you see Cardoso laying down all the way to the bottom of this wave, then gets up. There's the big carve we wanted to see from Cardoso, straight to the lip. So not a lot of urgency. So it was about a 2-minute recovery. What went wrong?
Paddled for the wave, realized, I'm right behind it, I'm not going to be able to make it. Starting to sit on his board, thinking,
Nope, nope, nope.
And right there, had too much momentum, gets sucked over the falls. He actually lets go of his board. If he lands on the board, that's where you could really easily break your board with your own weight.
That was harsh.
So let's have a look at Ramzi's wave. Bigger wave. Clean carve. Just notices the wave is going to close out, so he has to dive into the water. This time he wasn't able to pencil dive. You're not looking at the wave. You have your back towards the wave, and that's a really difficult thing to do.
On the flip side of those two waves, Kolohe Andino has been just picking gems out here. He comes off the bottom, up in the lip, goes for the super float, comes down with it. That wave lurched even more than he expected. You saw the reaction.
Score high at
Floaters
sunset.
score high at sunset. This we know.
Here is eyeing the wave down the line. There he goes, up, in, on top of the lip, manages to stay on bends and knees, extends, and it comes down clean. So he was stoked. The only maneuver of that wave.
A 7.58. It's a biggie. Kolohe Andino, he's going to flip it on this wave. Big layback snap. That was exciting, certainly.
Huge.
Up into the lip, lays it back. Hard slam into the lip, and here we go. This has got to be huge for Ramzi. Big bottom turn. Beyond vertical up into the lip.
Oh, no.
He goes down, finishes it off, body surfing in. That was exactly what he needed to do. But it all flew out the window. He just maybe pushed a little too hard, trying to get too much out of that one big maneuver.
Well, he knew he needed to go hard. He had one opportunity, and he needed to go as vertical or past vertical. He did, but unfortunately, it goes down.
Well, moving through into round 4, Silveira and Andino. More surfing to come. You're not going to want to miss this next heat.